every class I'll talk to them. It's Thursday, and this is strength and stretch. It's 25 minutes of stretching and toning. If you don't have a slanted board at home, you don't need one. Just roll out that yoga mat or that towel and join us. We're going to start in a comfortable cross-legged position, sitting at the top of our yoga mat. We're going to walk those hands forward. Let that tailbone slide out behind. And then re-stack our spine. Keeping a lot of weight in your pubic bone. Fingertips down. Flip your palms, reach them up, and plug your shoulders in. Clasp your hands and bring them to your chest. Drop the chin down towards your chest. Close your eyes, quiet your mind, and steady your breath. Get nice and heavy. Assess how you feel. We will reassess at the end. You have 5 breaths here. Gently blink, open your eyes, and give me a little twist. Lauren, I'm going to try to really get in there and get that psoas for you. It's going to give you a little release through your back. And then I'll point out what it all is. You can do it at home. You can need a chair or an ottoman. You'll see. Switch to the other side. So I'm joined today by Wendy and Lauren. They're hanging out with me this morning here at the studio, which I love. Good, take those legs long. Arms high. Reach up and then out, grabbing your side rails and fold. Drop your head heavy. Lift your head, ankle crosses knee. So this is really a hip stretch, not a spine stretch. Getting into those hips. Good, switch other side. 2 days of booty and abs this week has gotten my booty good. I can tell. Good, find the center. Big toes touch, knees touch, ankles touch. Wrap your arms around your legs. Drop your head heavy. So this is that first big stretch for your spine. Pull the belly button into the back. Lift your head, hands to knees, chin in, flat back. Belly button into the back bone, scoop those up. Drop that head up. Pull on the legs, restack the spine. So here's our first psoas stretch. We're going to move our hips all the way to the edge of our board. It doesn't matter which edge you're on. And then place that foot on the floor. Now take your booty off the edge. Take your booty off the edge. You gotta hold with that other hand so you don't fall. And then you're going to grab this foot, knee points straight down. And the goal is to open up that psoas. Using the negative space below that board. If you're on the floor, just lean on the elbow and grab that. And then bring your knee up. Bring the outside edge of that foot onto that board. And then let that knee. I always keep my hand over my knee. I need a little support. I can't just let it hang. Those hips won't tolerate that. Good, and then switch. Grab the other side. So now you kind of have that set up. The foot is on the floor. This hand holds. The board will never flip over sideways. I will assure you of that. Then I bring my knee up to grab that foot or ankle, and then start working that knee down. The more you can get your booty off the board, the more length you can get in that psoas, because your inner thigh will get caught on the inside of that board otherwise. And then I bring the knee up, I place the outside edge, and then my hand is under that knee, and I gently lower that knee up. If you have really open hips, you can let it hang. I don't mind at all. I just can't. I wish I could. And then find the center. Holding on to the side rails, soles of those feet touch. Press that board away strong. So that's your first psoas stretch. Good. And then walk those feet out. This is your second psoas stretch, lifting the hips. So if you find that you feel this in your low back, it's because your psoas doesn't really want to do this. Point the tailbone towards the backs of your knees. Now bring your hips all the way down. Good. And then fingertips point back, and then lift your chest up. Tip to one side. So about, 10 years ago now, I tore my psoas. And I couldn't figure out I had bladder pain. Tremendous bladder pain. So I go to the doctor for bladder pain, and it was before Christmas, and she was on vacation, and the lady that owns the practice with her checked me out and said, you have bladder cancer. I think I have bladder cancer. First torn psoas, the whole fifth story, crazy. Find the center, lift it up. And I had had a UTI right before that, kind of the perfect storm of pain and problems, and them not really wanting to treat me, belly button background too. So the long and the short of it is, I ended up going to urgent care, and they're like, you don't have bladder cancer, but I think you have a torn psoas. So I go back to my doctor, and she's like, she's doing an exam. She's like, does this hurt? I nearly jumped off the table. She's like, you have a torn psoas. So that's why I know so much about that low back pain in your back seat. Not people don't realize you have a muscle that attaches your abs to your back. Walk those feet forward, arms up. Sit up nice and tall, and then just when you lean through, pinkies on the board, drop the head heavy. Now slide your hands on the board as you restack that spine, and then lift those arms up. Do it again. Forward as far as you can, drop your head heavy, slide it up to restack, then lift your arms. Forward, slide, restack, and lift. Forward, slide, restack, and lift. Forward, slide, restack, and lift. Forward, slide, restack, lift and hold belly button back. Back for two, and right back up. Back for two, right back up. And then I had this incredible physical therapist that worked with the U.S. Olympic team for water polo. Amazing therapist. And he's like, everything you guys do in fitness is terrible for your psoas. And then he was like, do the butterfly stretch. One where your feet are together and knees are up. So I do the butterfly stretch, and I grab my feet and pull them in. And he's like, why do you grab your feet and pull them in? And I said, because I can't get my feet close to me otherwise. And he goes, you're right, because that's your level of flexibility. So every time you grab those feet and pull them in, you're going past your flexibility and you're creating tears. And I was like, okay. And then one arm back, eyes follow fingers. And then he said, what stretch do you do after you work your abs? And I laid on the floor and I squeezed my knees into my chest. And he said, okay, here you go. You're actually contracting your psoas, but we want to stretch your psoas after you do abdominal work. So why would you do that? I was like, great question. The girl with the kinesiology degree doesn't even think things out that way. It's just the way we've always done these things in fitness. So I found it so fascinating. And then I applied it to everybody in my studio right away. And everybody was like, oh my gosh, I feel so much better. I was like, oh, had I only known. Feet flat, fiber shoulder blades, right and left. And then the other one was, he's like, how do you get up from a chair? This is brilliant. And I put my hands on my thighs to get up from the chair, and he goes, are you not strong enough to stand up from a chair without pushing off your thighs? And I was like, no, I'm strong enough. He's like, why do you do that? I'm like, because it's just how I get up. He said, stop doing that. It was just so funny. Right side only. Slide it up and slide it down. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, other side. Now, part of the problem is I've been teaching fitness since I was 16 years old. So it evolves over time. It's like ballet bar classes we've taught in tucked under, because that's how ballet dancers do it. I'm like, I'm so sorry, my clients are not ballet dancers, and they don't have that kind of open hip and flexibility to work the entire time tucked under. So although traditionally they should be tucked under, it's not applicable to the mainstream population. Hold, lower down, grab your opposite elbows, and then soles of those feet touch it. So when you work your abdominals, instead of pulling your knees into your chest, this is your ab stretch. The feet are touching, the knees are open, you're releasing that psoas, and then we're going to lift the ribs slightly towards the ceiling to open up between the bottom rib and the top of the hip. That needs to be opened. And then if you're strong enough, the feet are flat, hands to side rails, and then we lift those hips up, giving a big bridge, but make sure that tailbone is pointed towards the backs of the knees. Lower the hips, lift the chest, straddle and stand, down and up. Hands in your waist. So Wendy Warren was telling me that she's got this low back pain, and she really notices it when she does an inside bridge, and that's because your psoas attaches your abdominals to your spine. And so when people complain about that, we know that that's usually like a sore psoas. And what happens in fitness is our core, our abs get stronger at a faster rate than our erector spinae, the back muscles. And so we're slightly contracted all the time in our abs. You'll notice like your abs will get rock hard sooner than your backside will. And so it's really, really, really common. So our back is still sore 3 weeks later. I'm like, oh, we gotta stretch. We gotta stretch that psoas. But it'll catch up. You just gotta get it caught up. And then your instinct is not to work your back when your back is sore, but your back is not gonna catch up to the front unless you do. One more set of 8. 8, 7. That's why we here don't do a lot of abdominal exercise. We don't do like just sit-ups and crunches other than booty and abs, because I don't need this getting stronger at a faster rate than this. But all the other stuff we do works your abs and your back. Good. Toes in, heels out. Run the hands down those legs. Grab your side rails or grab behind your ankles. Drop your hips. Bend your knees, hands to shins. Telescope that spine forward. Bring your hands to your side rails. Make sure you bring your thumbs over the edge with you. Your hands are 3 to 6 inches from the bottom, and then we bring the knees directly underneath the pubic bone. Tuck your toes and then hover your knees. Stay there. Bring your knees down, and then let's go up again. Make sure you're looking at that hardwood floor out in front of you rather than back at your knees. Knees down, one more time. Hover. So this is one of those great abdominal exercises that also works your spine. Knees down, one like that, pulse. And then I love anything in all fours or plank, because again, it works your abs and your spine equally. So rather than doing a lot of crunches, try to find these functional core exercises that work your back side and your front side. One more set of 8. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, switch sides. I'm going to switch to plank, but you can switch on your knees if you want, and hold. 8 more go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, one more. 8, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, find plank. In plank, pull your ribs into your spine. So your back and your abs work equally. Bring your knees down, and then lower all the way down. So we're headed into our next psoas series. So, the closer your hands are to the board, the harder it is. My fingers are pointed straight out. If I need to make it easier, I walk my hands away from the board, and then slip that chest up. Open up through the collarbone, slide your shoulder blades down your back. So this is not the psoas stretch yet, but you're gonna see the difference. So we're lifting here, we're a little bit tight. We come on down. I take this hand in the front, grab one foot. Now as you pull your foot in, press your hip bone down. Yes, you're gonna feel it in the front of the leg, but this is also gonna release that psoas. Gently release, try not to slingshot it. We're gonna switch sides. So after you grab that foot and pull the heel in, press your hip bone down. So don't let your booty stay up. Pull your booty in and down. You can even squeeze those butt cheeks if that makes it a little easier. And then breathe into your right lower side quadrant. Gently release. Now go back to the original stretch. Same on the outside, we call it seal stretch. Should have more space in your spine. It's almost really remarkable. By stretching your quads, there will be more space in your spine. It's really shocking sometimes. And then lower down, reset your hands, walk them back, and then my all-time favorite, hips on heels, head heavy. Let it all go. Lift your head, lift your hips, straddle, and sit. Good job, guys. Hands to the top rails. My feet are going to be flat on that floor, and then just open up that chest. And then tip to one side. So Lauren, you can do all of those, like one with the knee down, just do it sitting on an ottoman. Just sit on a coffee table and do it. You can help me hold on to that side. Don't fall off. Other side. You can even sit on the arm of your sofa and do it. You just gotta get that knee below your spine. Good. Bring your feet onto the board. Bring your hips up. Point your toes and forward fold. Drop that head. And then lift that head, feet are flat, grab your ankle, pull it through. So instead of having your knee out, we're going to bring the knee with us. The pubic bone might go in a diagonal, that's fine, perfect. And then this ankle bone goes on either side of that. It's really good, you guys. Try to ground down that hip and stretch out. Good, opposite hand, opposite knee, little twist. Perfect. And then find the center, unravel it, and find the other side. Grab my ankle and pull it through. I actually use my hand and kind of physically put my knee where I want it. And then I use my hand and physically put my foot where I want it. Then I can kind of wiggle those hips. That's really good, yeah. Good, and then unravel it. And then my knees touch, big toes touch. Wrap your arms around your legs. Drop your head open. Lift your head, hands to knees, chin in and flat out. And then belly button to the back home. And then pull it up, hands to side tail. Last breath. We'll take today what's going to be a stretchy one. And then cross those legs. Fingertips down. Lift your palms and reach back. Plug your shoulders in. Lean slightly forward. Clasp your hands and bring them to your chest. Drop the chin down towards your chest. Close your eyes. Quiet your mind. Steady your breath. Get nice and heavy. Assess how you feel. Compare it to in class. Where were you weak and where were you strong? Where were you tight and where were you loose? Without judgment, evaluate it. You have 5 breaths here. And gently open your eyes. Awesome job, you guys. That's strength and stretch. I'm Sharon Polsky. This is Dr. Live. Until next time, be safe. You can actually leave your boards out, you guys. Don't use them for tonight.